What's up? It is another episode of Dynasty Pylon. I'm here with my wife, Sandy. We are doing another week 3 picks, and you went 8-7 last week.
Yeah, that's above 50%.
Yes. So actually quite impressive.
Thank you.
For not knowing jack
Thank
about
you.
football.
Yeah.
So
I know the few players that I named.
some of them, yes. You let's go over some of the games that you actually had. That you did pretty good. I think you had. Oop, not wrong one. Let me see. It's somewhere here. We're looking at So you picked Buffalo. You won that one. You picked San Francisco. You won that one. You picked Las Vegas over Pittsburgh. You won that one.
Oh yeah, terrible teams.
Yes, Chicago and Arizona won. Tampa Bay won. Dallas won, and Baltimore.
Yeah, wasn't that exciting? I felt like Baltimore listened to me. They're like, we have to win this time.
Yes, you heard it here. You heard it here last week. I basically described it as little brother beating big brother, and after 4 games, 3 years or something like that,
supposedly never gonna happen.
Well, they didn't have any running backs. They didn't have anybody running backs. Lamar was by himself. We know the receiver game is kind of struggling over there. So yeah, and here we are. Oh, so hey, what's up, man? Thanks for the following here. So we're doing stream. We're doing on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I didn't tell you that last week. So
well, welcome.
Yeah. So thanks for Haas there. And then is this guy recognizable?
Yeah.
Who's that?
My chiropractor.
Yeah.
Dr. Paul.
Dr. Paul.
My
Yep.
favorite.
Okay, so
I've loved him since I was 5.
Right.
Wrote him love letters.
It's your first love, right? Your first love. Okay. So here we have his. Do the Bears? Do they poop brown?
Only brown bears.
Okay.
Polar bears, those are snow cones.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. So what about like grizzly bears though, and black bears?
Oh.
Because brown bears would be
those
black
are
bears.
Scary.
What do they poop?
Brownies.
Brownies?
Like
okay.
Those dark chocolate brownies.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna do week 3 picks here, and you have anybody who's playing that oh, did you up your players besides your 5? Anybody new?
Well, I was thinking about it, and I saw Troy Polamalu.
Well,
and
he's
I was
retired.
Like,
okay.
Oh, I have favorites.
Okay.
So I also that the guy in California.
There's a couple teams.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That's not Marshawn Lynch, but
yeah, that guy. That's what I was thinking of.
I mean, well, he was with the
favorite.
yes, okay. I guess I can give you that, but what about current players, like currently playing now?
Well, I know that there's a guy that was on the Jets, and he moved to Carolina.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
He's finally 3-0 for
yes,
the first time.
That's okay.
But I can't tell you his name.
Okay, no, that's pretty good. You actually paid attention. That's Sam Darnold.
Sam
Darnold. Yes, he went from Jets to Carolina. That's pretty good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I'll give you that. Yep. So Sam Darnold is your new player that you've known from the 5. So besides Gronk, Brady, Dak, who was the other 2?
Well, I was also thinking that if there's well, I know Micah Parsons currently
Micah
playing,
Parsons.
right?
Wow, this is impressive, guys. Micah Parsons. Well, that's because I like Micah Parsons. Michael Pittman.
Yeah, and then I was gonna say Michael Pittman Sr. Forgot to name him last time.
So you know a handful of people more than what you named last week. So that's pretty good. I'll give you that. All right.
And the famous Pat Tillman.
Yes, of course, our hometown hero here. So. All right, so yes, this is the Dynasty Pylon, and we typically do fantasy football, but this is our Saturday night show pick with Sandy. And last week she went 8-7. We don't do Thursdays because she's busy throughout the week and she's in the pharmacy field, so ain't got no time for that. So, but we'll do Sundays and Mondays. So as of now, we have Washington in Buffalo. So who do you have there?
So Washington no namers against the Buffaloes.
Yes, the no-namers, the team, the Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills.
I don't think I know anything about the Bills.
Okay, well, my favorite player's on there. Josh Allen.
Okay.
Maybe I haven't. I guess I've talked about more about Micah Parsons than I have.
I know, I'm like, I thought he's the Cowboys.
No. So Josh Allen, number 17, the blue jersey I have, that blue one I took, have. I'm not noticed in my own house. Is what you're telling me? Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. That equals the amount of times if I've noticed your hair or whatnot. Okay, so I'll let that one slide. So Washington, you picked Buffalo against Miami last time, and Buffalo won. Washington's been struggling on defense, and Buffalo is 1-1, and Washington is 1-1.
But where does Buffalo even play at?
New York.
Ooh.
Yes, we went over this last week, but yes, it's okay. So Buffalo.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. Buffalo is in New York.
Okay.
And they're both 1-1, and it's kind of windy, is from what the weather's gonna say.
Oh yeah, because the rain really threw me off this last Sunday. I was going for one of the teams, and it started raining, and they could not keep the ball in their hands.
Okay. So who are we going? You want to pass? You want to pass, or do you want to come back to this? Or
I'll say Buffalo.
Buffalo again.
They're used to the wind.
Okay.
They won't blow away in a tornado.
Oh, okay. And the Washington team, they're not used to.
They're nobodies.
Okay.
You don't even know who they are.
They're not even worth. Okay, all right. So next team is Chicago and Cleveland. So Dr. Paul's team versus Cleveland.
Ooh, how did the Bears do last time?
The Bears, I think they lost against. They're 1-1. So the Bears, I can't remember. I do so many things that I just kind of forget bi-weekly. They actually beat the Bengals, Cincinnati last week. So, yeah, I'm already on week 3, and so much has happened since then. So I'm like,
I know. What about Cleveland?
Cleveland, they lost.
They're my favorite underdogs.
Okay. Cleveland, I believe they. Oh no, they beat Houston.
So they both won their last game.
Yes, they both won their last games. So now they're both at.
Let's go with Chicago because H comes before L, so I bet they're like proud of that. They're like,
so
we come first.
H is before L's.
Yeah.
This is why we're
C-H
picking
H and CL.
Okay, all right. So according to her, we're going with letter grade. CH is closer in the alphabet than CL. All right, so let's jump into the comments here, see what anybody said. So nothing so far. Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. We got a like though. There you go. So Paul, if you're watching, she's going with Chicago. So here we go with Baltimore versus Detroit.
Ooh, I feel like a lion could catch a raven.
Okay, but this is also the little brother team that beat the big brother team.
Yeah, but is Detroit also a big brother, or is it like a cousin?
No, but I'm just letting you know who you picked last time, and they won.
I feel like they're gonna have huge egos. They're like, we can do anything, and then yeah, so we're gonna go with Detroit.
We're going with Detroit. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay. Making sure that our mic is working right now. Sorry. Okay, so so are you saying we're Detroit? We're going with Lions?
Yeah.
Okay, Lions. Okay, all right. So Lions can beat a raven. Is that what the reason? They can eat him?
You see the cat go after birds all the time.
Okay, all right. So let's hope the raven doesn't fly low. All right, so we have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Tennessee Titans.
I like that Tennessee Titans both start with T's.
Okay, this is also Michael Pittman's team.
Yeah, but
I'm just throwing that out.
Is he gonna defeat the whole other team by himself?
I'm just making sure that you're aware of this. So,
well, Colts, yeah, he played really good last game, right?
Yes.
For his baby.
And yes, for his newborn. Yes. His QB is a little injured. He not broke, but he sprained both his ankles, so he ran out of ankles. to sprain
Oh
hamstring.
my gosh.
Yes, but apparently he's playing. So.
Oh my gosh, like Dak Prescott when he
No,
tries to
no,
fix it
no.
and
That
he
was
slams it on
that.
the
That
on the
was really
field.
bad. No, not that bad. It was more like sprain.
Oh, in that documentary,
But
they just showed it over and over.
but he might play this week, is what they're saying. They're pushing for him to play. Just an FYI. I don't know how that helps your decision, but
I like the TT.
The Tennessee Titans. Okay, say that 10 times faster, but okay. So Tennessee Titans is gonna be the Colts. Okay. And then you have that's two right there. Let's go back here. So let's see what Dr. Paul says. So Dr. Paul said that's right. Your reasoning is perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. So what was your reasoning? Because the CH is closer to the CL there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, Dr.
And
Paul approves.
They poop brown.
And they poop brown. Okay, all
Only
right.
brown.
Okay, so next we have the LA Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs.
And it's in Kansas City.
In Kansas City.
I feel like that's going to give Mahomes a high, so.
Because he's back home now?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So we're just going to go with Mahomes. All right. That was pretty easy. All right. So.
Ooh, new news.
New Orleans versus New England. Yes, the new news.
I feel like New Orleans got beat really bad. Was it bad?
New Orleans? No, I don't.
That was against the Panthers, right?
No, that was Houston. That was Houston just Thursday.
Okay.
So you're thinking of Houston Texans. Last week, let's see here. Nope, you're right. Apparently you know more than me. Wow, that's good. So Panthers did beat them.
I was thinking Hurricane Path.
Nope, you're right. The Panthers beat them, and they beat the Houston Texans 4 or 5 days later. So
I feel like the Patriots are still sour. So let's go with New Orleans. They lost Brady, and
okay.
Like, why would they do that?
I don't know. It's a business. It's what happens. So we're going with New Orleans. So New Orleans is going to get their win, going 2-1, right? So because right now they're 1-1. So
yeah.
All right. So we have Atlanta versus, or how did we do 2 already? No. Let's do 1, 2. Yeah, we did 2. All right. So let's see if there's anybody there. Oh, so there you go. Anthony from the Get Right says 8-7, not bad. Way to go.
Thanks. I hope you made money because I did not. I did not realize I don't know how to bet correctly. So all the teams I thought I was betting for, I was actually just betting over under.
Yeah. So she thought she went in and she thought, I'm gonna test and put $1 on each team.
Yeah, I believe in my picks.
Which you win 8-7 is not bad, excluding the Thursday game, but
over under does not pick a team.
No, over under was on the point system. Like if they were to score over 50 points or under 45 points.
Clearly say this is not related to any team.
It kind of had a label there.
It was up like this team, team over under.
It says total points on there.
I just wish most random numbers. That's what they're talking about. The dentist last time, 3 dentists.
Yes, this is Anthony actually brought that up. I just wish you would have verified before you hit the bet.
Excited.
Yes, you pulled the trigger too soon. It's okay. Now this week we know, right? Okay, all right. So Atlanta versus the Giants. So Falcon versus a Giant.
And it's in New York where it's windy?
In New York, weather currently.
Buffalo's windy, right?
Yes, but Buffalo's kind of further from where they're playing, but it's sunny there apparently.
Ooh, Atlanta's used to sticky.
But they also play in a dome. Atlanta.
In both places?
Well, no, they play outside.
Are the Giants outside?
Giants are outside, yes.
And it could be potentially windy.
Well, if the Buffalo winds somehow blow east all the way to New York, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
So we're going with the Giants. Okay, we're going to New York. All right. So there is another New York team out there, by the way. The Jets. Remember they carried people from last week?
They're going to be in. I see already. They're in Denver.
They're in Denver. Can't play at the same time. But there is 2. So it's like LA has two teams, but they have their own stadium. Well, actually, they have three teams now, so they have their own like separate teams. Like Rams have their that new SoFi Stadium, that big giant one. Yeah. So, all right. So we have the Giants, and then Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh.
What is a Steeler?
It's all right. So back in when they first started, it was like basically construction workers, those steel mail guys, those big beams. It's like my Star Wars shirt with Vader in the middle with the stormtrooper sitting on that. Yeah, so that's
eating lunch. That's
yeah,
shirt.
yeah. So that those are the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're also the mean team with the terrible towel.
But I'm feeling a little alphabet-y, and
so we're going alphabetic today.
Yeah, because the Bengals, it's like CB, and Pittsburgh is PQRS.
Okay, so we're going with Cincinnati because of the letter group again?
Yeah.
Okay. I look
close.
I mean, you went 8-7 last week, so I'm not going to argue with what you're doing this week. But your logic last week was a little bit better than the alphabet. But sure.
It just sounds right. Like
absolutely.
Cincinnati Bengals, they're gonna win.
All right. So let's see, Anthony. I went 11-4 with my picks, but that's great week. That's a great week for me. I usually average 8-7 or 9-6. That's not bad either.
Yeah, we almost have the same average, but he knows football, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's not to insult you, Anthony, whatsoever.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
All right, so he went 11-4. Some of those picks I probably would have said going different, but they're your picks, so I'm not gonna steer you away from what you believe in. So Arizona Cardinals versus Jacksonville Jaguars.
There's two.
Two what?
Big animals.
Well, a lot of these teams are big animals. I mean, the Buffalo's pretty big. The Bears pretty big. The Bengals and the Jaguars. Yeah. We even got horses in here.
Jacksonville, it's so sticky.
That's what you said last week.
Know.
And Denver went over there and they smashed them.
Okay, let's go with Arizona then.
You going with Arizona?
Like Arizona could be as dry as Colorado. Maybe they're ready.
Okay. All right. So we're going with Arizona then. What's going on? All right. So New York Jets versus Denver Broncos.
I'm going to say that a Jet cannot carry a Bronco like it can people.
So we're still carrying people.
Yeah. Well, how could you, like, Jets? Like, ooh, I'm a Jet. Like,
I don't know, but I mean.
So Washington, they can't pick a name, but New York.
No, this is why all of America's frustrated. Like, why is it taking so long to pick a name? It's not that hard. But, apparently it is. You can ask Mark about that if he jumps in, or if whenever you talk to him next. I don't know. Yeah. But again, not saying to jump on Mark if you're watching. I know we didn't tell you, but it's okay. Don't feel obligated. So all right, so we're going with who again? Denver. Okay. Yeah. All right. So Denver it is.
The Jet can't just take a Bronco.
Right. It's too big. Right.
I'm sure there's like the freight jets, but it doesn't say New York freight jets.
Okay, so the Jets, because they can't carry a Broncos. The Broncos gonna weigh it? Wait, it just wins because the Jet can't fly.
Like, can you imagine? Like, please be seated. Like.
All right. Okay, so here we go. We're at 2, 4, 6. I cannot count today. So all right, so let's go back over here. Okay. So Anthony says, not at all. That's why I said that's because that's a great record for your first time. Can only go up from there.
Oh, I hope so. That's a lot of pressure.
Well, I mean, you gained some knowledge, like True, from last week. You watched a little bit. You got some knowledge on who won and who lost.
Nap, though.
Yes, you did.
I hope I didn't miss anything.
I think you probably fell asleep maybe from like 12 to 2. I would even say 12 to 4. I don't know, but you were out for a while.
Our cat is pretty cuddly.
And our couch is pretty cuddly too. Like it's a very comfortable couch. But yes, but you did 8-7, so that's fine. I think you woke up very sad because you realized all your picks were wrong because you were
Yeah.
doing over-unders
I was
and not
like,
actual
oh, I
teams.
made money, and
Yes.
then I didn't make enough money.
All right. So Miami Dolphins versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
Mm, I'm gonna go with Vegas again.
We're going Vegas again.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like it's it's there.
Yes, as many of these teams are just there.
It's in Vegas.
Okay, so that's
Yeah,
what you
I
mean by
think
there?
yeah, the environment is just so overwhelming. Like they would be a huge letdown to not win.
Okay. Okay, so they have a lot of pressure on their hands, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because last week you said because they have money.
Well, yeah, but they were going away.
No,
So now it's like, hey, we're here, we're
makes
showing
sense.
off, we're
Makes
shiny.
sense. Makes
Can't let
sense.
anybody down.
Okay. All right. So here we have Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Los Angeles Rams.
I don't know much about the Rams,
Okay. What do
but
you want to know? Like,
can a Buccaneer, is that a person?
it's a pirate. It's a Buccaneer. I
Could they
mean,
ride a Ram?
I'm sure if they really wanted to get on a Billy Goat Ram or something, I'm pretty sure they could.
Because I mean, if they're going on to other ships, they should be able to go on to a Ram.
Yeah, but a ram is like super fast on the mountains. Like you can't, and they have their hard heads and they'll just smack you. I don't know. But if on a football term, Aaron Donald is probably one of the best defensive linemen in the league.
For which team?
The Rams. So he's gonna give Tom Brady a run for his money.
Oh, he's old.
Yes,
Not
he is
that he's
old.
old, but he's like a veteran status, so I feel like
They're
he's
kind of both
brittle.
veterans, but
Okay.
okay, but not Tom Brady old. Probably half his age, but
Well, yeah.
but he's still playing with all these young guys. So
But how good is Tampa Bay right now?
Tampa Bay, I believe they're undefeated because Tom Brady is on fire. They're 2-0. I should know this. 2-0, yes. The only reason I'm asking that, LA is also 2-0. So they're both undefeated
man.
teams.
Okay, so it's going down.
One of these teams.
425.
The tie is very unlikely. Just FYI.
Let's give Tampa Bay the benefit of the doubt because I feel like the weather, they can handle it. They're in Florida, they can handle California.
But they're at LA. But it's also in that
they
nice
live in
bigger
California,
stadium.
so they can handle if they can handle sticky and wet.
Tampa Bay is in Florida.
Yeah, but they're gonna be in California, so that
I
should
see.
be a breeze.
So it's like the same weather.
Yeah,
Is what
it's
you're
like
saying.
vacation.
Okay.
Like, hey, let's go on vacation, play some ball, and win.
Okay. All right. That's okay. I I can agree with you there. Then basically the same states. All right. So we got the Vegas and Tampa Bay. Let's go back to the comments, see if we have anything here. No, we don't. All right. Not an issue there. So we'll just push on. So we have Seattle Seahawks versus the Minnesota Vikings.
Ooh.
I'm also excited for this game too. So.
Well, are we excited for the same reason?
I highly doubt this. Your reasoning's very left field, and so.
Well, did Minnesota win last time? Because I thought.
No, I don't think they did. I think they played the Cardinals, and I think the Cardinals beat them.
That's right. Because
they're
my mom sent me a
0-2.
picture of this guy that could probably peck some eyes out.
Yeah. So they lost by 1 point. It was 34-33, Cardinals. So they were really close. Really close. But they still lost.
How cold is it?
In Minnesota?
Yeah.
It gets pretty cold. It's practically Canada there. This is why a lot of Canadians live there.
Well, it's Washington, so that's practically
Washington, Seattle. Yes, yeah. I thought you were talking about Minnesota. I'm sorry.
Both.
Oh, okay.
But like Minnesota, is it colder than Washington?
I don't know. That's a very good question on which one is colder.
I think I'd like to skip that one.
Okay, let's skip that one. All right. So we're going to Green Bay Packers versus the San Francisco 49ers.
What can you tell me about the 40?
Well, they're confused on their running backs. They all keep getting hurt. But for the most part, I think the coach is trying to do some other schemes with his weapons. Brandon Ayuk is mainly, like, I know you don't know who that is, but is one of the big key terms on why he's not really out there.
On which team?
The 49ers. You asked about the
Okay.
49ers. So we're on
Glad we're still
49ers.
there.
Anthony's also a big fan of 49ers if he's still watching. But there's a lot of questions going on, but I'm not saying they're not good. I like the coach, but there's just a lot of questionable things on the coaching schemes that they're doing there. The running backs are kind of slim because of the injuries. I think they lost about 5 of them, and it's only week 2. This is also including the off season. Yes,
that's a lot. Okay,
yeah, they
now
lost
tell me
2.
all the bad things about Green Bay.
Green Bay had a little bit of drama with Aaron Rodgers. He said he didn't want to play, and then he played, and then his first game back, he sucked. But then they won really. They had a really good game last week against the Detroit Lions. They just kind of had a redemption kind of time. They had to do it, or else you would look like a fool. But here, I think Green Bay looks pretty good. Their running backs are good. Um, the receivers are well, they have one basically, but he's good enough for 3 guys. But
I'm gonna say Green Bay. San Francisco seems kind of busy, seems kind of distracting. They don't sound like good teams the way you just described them.
There's just a lot of weird things going on with both of these organizations. But I would feel safer with Green Bay as well. But it's crazy if you're doing DFS right now. Pro tip: if you looked at it, San Francisco is a negative to win this game over Tampa Bay. So I myself put money on Green Bay to win. Really weird. So
it's distracting in San Francisco.
No, I just think that they for some reason the Las Vegas, like the sports best crew, like they think that San Francisco is gonna win for some reason. Which I don't think so either.
They also seem fancy. Like, it's really expensive to get a house.
So
there.
just don't tell Aunt Sylvia picked Green Bay over.
I don't think she's watching.
I don't know. She might later, but we'll see. All right, so we have Alfredo. He says he doesn't that bad.
Is that related
to maybe this one? Potentially NFC Championship matchup if Niners falter somehow. Can't wait for this game. And then Alfredo says, he doesn't that bad.
He doesn't that bad.
He doesn't that bad.
So much, Alfredo. He doesn't that bad.
I think what he means is they're not that bad.
Or you were talking about a lot of people. So
maybe
he isn't that bad.
Or maybe he isn't that bad, is I think what he's trying to say here. But that's Alfredo. He's actually watching today.
Like, he doesn't that bad.
Thank you, Alfredo.
We appreciate it.
Yes, he's the one guy. I make my videos specific for this guy, and he never watches us, so it's all good. Anyways, so Anthony says because the Niners are going to win, Vegas knows go with the Niners. All right, man. Coming from the Niners fan, so I don't know.
So he's going for Vegas?
No, that Vegas. So Vegas is typically like
bets? Okay.
Where the bets happen, like the big guys, like the big wigs. They know their stuff, right? They make their bets. But yeah. So and then Anthony, our producer, says I'm picking Green Bay too. Sorry, Anthony. I also agree with this. I think Green Bay might beat the Niners, but the over under on it who wins is Niners, which is
this time I put $2 on it.
Yeah, if you're feeling risky, $2. Sure. Just be sure it's not points.
I know. I don't understand how you can determine an over under.
It said total points, babe. I don't know. All right, so I just keep scrolling here. My bad. All right, so our last game, you have 2 more because we skipped one, right? Or did we go back to it? Whatever. All right, so we'll go with Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I know Dallas wants to win, so I'm going to say Dallas.
Okay.
Because every time they have a meeting, they're like, we're going to win. We need to win.
All right.
You don't do anything but win. So
I think Hard Knocks really got to you. Like HBO Hard Knocks really.
Yeah, they have their own little dorms, and they all ride bikes around. It's just a nice little community.
I'm curious if you're going to be like this with the Colts once they start.
Ooh.
Because the Colts are next to be filmed. I think they're filming now. They just haven't aired it. So I wonder if you're gonna go all Colts after this, but so you like him because of Coach Doherty, right? The English guy, the
Well,
defensive guy.
even like the owner, he has his own coin.
Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah, and he built that
Jerry
whole
Jones.
stadium,
Yep.
and the cheerleaders are there, the shopping is there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like its own little community. How could you not
I
win?
I don't know. I mean,
I
I
would be
guess
disappointed if they
so.
lost.
So we're going with Dallas. Okay. All right. Hopefully they. I'm actually rooting for them as well. I have a couple players there. So what's going on? Did I miss something? Oh yes. Thank you. That was the miss game. Yeah. Thank you. So did you decide on which one is colder, or what other
I don't
questions?
know.
Players, records, because I can pull that all up, or maybe just answer right away. I don't
Seattle Seahawks,
know. Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Vikings.
Yes.
The Vikings couldn't beat a Cardinal.
Correct. But by 1 point. Just by one. So they almost did it, but they still lost. It's your last
I
team.
know.
All right, I'll let you decide. Let me see.
Okay.
Maybe the guys can help you out. So sounds like she likes Dallas, or she's a Dallas fan in the making. Dang. I blame Hard Knocks. We'll see what happens after Hard Knocks starts airing the Colts.
Yeah, because my family's been a Dallas fan for life, and
Well,
it didn't
yeah.
happen until last week we started watching that show.
Well, yeah. That's when you started binge watching all of them. Yeah,
Yeah, they were good.
yeah. So
Players work hard. At least the Cowboys do.
and I don't know if you heard that, but we overheard someone back downstairs said not everyone. So
Not everybody in the family is a Cowboys fan.
so Anthony asked, what exactly is a Seahawk?
I think of it as like a evil seagull.
You don't think
Like
of the mime character out of Finding Nemo? That's what I think of when I see Seahawks.
mine.
Yeah,
Oh,
mime,
those are
mime.
seagulls, aren't they?
The
But this
seagulls.
one's like its evil cousin.
Okay,
Like, hey, I could eat whatever I want. Like,
okay.
where the seagulls are like, oh, you can give me bread? Thanks.
So you think this evil Seahawk can beat a Viking?
Well, if the Vikings couldn't beat a Cardinal.
Okay, so we're going with Seahawks. So another bird who from loss to
Yeah.
another bird loss.
Well, until the Vikings prove me wrong.
Okay. Until they could beat a bird.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's plenty of birds left. They still, I think there's ravens in the league. There's eagles in the league. So and then there's the Falcons, which they could probably beat them, but we don't know.
I kind of think wishful thinking.
Who knows? I don't have any faith in them. But okay, so we picked Buffalo because the no-namers Washington, right? We're just run quick recap.
They
So
could survive a tornado.
yeah,
Wind.
because
Windy.
and the Bears because of Dr. Paul, they're brown, and they poop brown, right?
Yeah.
And CH becomes before CL, and a lion can beat a raven or can eat it. Let's see, a Titan you just went because the T and the T.
Yeah, like
Okay.
Titans at home. Tennessee Titans.
Okay, and the Chiefs because we just like Patrick Mahomes. Is that why?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he's good. Is he not?
No. I think he's arguably one of the best
Like
in the
you
league.
didn't say, oh well, the Chargers have this quarterback.
No. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think the Chargers going to give them a run for their money. I'm kind of hoping the Chargers win, but we'll see.
Mahomes is at home. Mahomes at home.
Yes. Okay. So and then New Orleans, you picked the Saints because they're happy. Is that what?
No, they have to win. Their whole state drowned.
Okay, so they have to win. Okay, and then we picked the Giants over the Falcons. I can't remember what the reason was after there, and Cincinnati over Pittsburgh Steelers, Arizona. Did we really? You just kind of gave me reasons. Did we just kind of?
Well, for New York, it was potentially windy from the Buffaloes.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Do you remember the other ones?
Yeah. The Cincinnati. It's another cat.
Another cat. Okay. All right. So, and then Arizona because they won last week, and then Denver against the Jets because the Jets can't carry a Broncos, so it's unfortunate for them.
Yeah, can't make them put a seatbelt on.
Right, and then the
Vegas. Could you imagine the thing like, please, your mask
I
first?
can't. So that's a good observation there. So Vegas Raiders because they're back home, they have a bigger point to prove because they're home, right? So, and then Tampa Bay, we picked the Buccaneers because they could ride a ram.
If they can raid a ship, they can ride a ram.
Okay, yeah, right. And Seattle because it's a mean Seahawk, and the Minnesota can't seem to kill a bird.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So they're gonna lose against to another bird, and then the Packers are they seem like the less fishy of the teams, right? Of both
less
of these.
Less distracted. San Francisco is busy city.
Yes. Okay. And the Cowboys because you just, as Anthony said, we might be having a Dallas Cowboy fan on our hands. So let's hope not. But if we do, well, I guess she'll be following in her mom's footsteps. So and then like a bird version of a unicorn, the Seahawks.
Ooh, I do like unicorns.
I know, Anthony. You just hit it right on the nail. She loves unicorns. So all right. Well, that's our bets. Again, do you want to give them a disclaimer? Or do you want me to tell them?
Tell them.
Okay. Disclaimer. Again, if you've watched this whole show, thank you. She knows nothing of football, guys. So don't put all your money on your bets. Not a good idea. I wouldn't recommend that. But she did go 8-7. But that's only off of week 1. Who knows? Maybe she'll go, all 15 games. Who knows? I don't know. How much faith do you have in your picks right now?
Well, I thought them very thoroughly. I didn't just say that one.
Okay, all right.
So I'm pretty confident.
And again, you didn't pick because of color. Proud of you.
Yeah. I really feel like the Ravens listen to me. They're like, we gotta beat Big Brother.
Yeah, all because you. Yeah, they had to do it for you,
right? They had to prove something.
Yeah, okay.
They had to say, okay, this is enough. We're tired of losing.
All right. Well, that is Sandy's picks for week 3 coming. See how well she does. And we're gonna bet Are you betting this week again, or was that just? Okay?
That's how much I believe in them.
All right. We're betting again apparently, and we're gonna do it the right way this time.
Yeah.
So other than that, I think tomorrow morning, myself and Mark will be coming, and we'll be doing. I'd say about 9:00 our time. We'll do some start sits just real quick. Get your lineups in there. Again, we'll just. I don't know where Mark wants to do it again, but I'll be there. I'll be there at 9 in the morning for sure. So I'll see you guys after the Nerd Huddle, of course, and that will be at their time at 10 Eastern time or whatever. But I'll be there in the morning with the Nerd Huddle, and that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Yeah, I have a lot of homework. I'm distracted today, so yeah. So tune in for that, and then hopefully you guys win your picks if you guys do weekly picks, and if not, join us tomorrow. Myself and Mark will do start sits question. Just come talk some football. That's all. That's what we're all about. It's some fantasy football time. So good luck to everyone. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you're at. Good luck.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.